Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've been on the internet for more than 5 minutes lately, you are probably completely exhausted by the constant barrage of claims that AI is going to make you a millionaire overnight with zero effort. Right. It seems like literally every other post is some guru promising that a robot can do all your work while you just kick back and sip drinks on a beach. Well, today, we are completely cutting through all that hype. We're going to look at the actual reality of how you can build a sustainable, realistic online income stream in 2026. And the best part? We're going to do it without spending a single dime up front.
So, right off the bat, we need a major paradigm shift. There is no guaranteed $500 a day magic button. Actually, scratch the whole magic button idea entirely. There is simply no legitimate reality where you just sit back while an AI magically deposits cash into your bank account like some kind of broken slot machine. Instead, I want you to think of AI as a jetpack for your existing skills. It's an incredible accelerator for real human problem solving. It drastically reduces the time it takes to do deep research, create initial drafts, or organize messy data. And you know what? That levels the playing field, allowing a solo beginner to legitimately compete with much larger established businesses.
And this brings us to the fundamental mindset you need to actually navigate the opportunities ahead of us. Here's the hard truth. People do not pay you just because you have access to an AI model. Frankly, they couldn't care less what software you're using behind the scenes. They pay you because you save them time or you solve a massive headache that they simply do not want to deal with. You aren't selling AI, you're selling a solution. The AI is just the shiny new tool in your tool belt, helping you deliver that solution way, way faster.
So, the absolutely crucial equation for your business is this simple rule of 3. You combine your personal capability, the raw speed of artificial intelligence, and a specific pain point a customer faces. Think about a local plumber. The guy is fantastic at fixing pipes, but he absolutely hates typing out customer newsletters or responding to basic email inquiries. If you step in with just a bit of communication skill and use ChatGPT to help write those emails in a fraction of the time, boom, you've solved his problem. Because remember, if nobody actually wants the service you're offering, building it faster with AI doesn't help you at all. You've got to solve a real problem first.
Now, the primary vehicle for making that equation work is freelancing. But forget the traditional, intimidating corporate definition of that word for a second. Freelancing right now simply means stepping in to resolve someone's headache using your new AI toolkit. You aren't building some massive tech startup in Silicon Valley, and you certainly aren't coding new software from scratch. You are just finding a real-world problem, like a busy local business struggling to keep up with their social media, and solving it efficiently. You're independently providing a service and getting paid for the resulting value. Simple as that.
So where do you actually begin? Well, the best starting point doesn't depend on what's trending on social media this week. It depends entirely on how your brain already works. Are you highly creative? Are you meticulously organized? Or are you just a natural communicator? Listen, trying to force yourself into a hustle that doesn't match your personality is a fast-track recipe for burnout. Let's break down a few distinct AI side hustles that will actually fit your unique strengths.
If you're naturally creative, you don't need to be a Hollywood editor, you just need to solve a problem. For example, you could take a podcaster's 2-hour video file that's currently just gathering dust on a hard drive. You run it through an AI tool to transcribe it, locate the most engaging hooks, and seamlessly cut it into 5 snappy YouTube shorts. Or maybe you use AI image generators like Midjourney to brainstorm concepts for high-click YouTube thumbnails for busy creators. You could even build digital planners targeting a specific niche, like nurses or teachers. The valuable outcome is the whole shebang here, not the tool itself.
Now, for the organized minds out there, your immense value is being the human filter. AI is notoriously bad at hallucinating, right? It will confidently make up fake facts or fake sources just to sound smart. So your job isn't to let the AI run wild, it's to use it to sort chaotic information while you remain the verified, accurate human filter. Think about a client drowning in messy meeting notes. You use AI to help structure that absolute chaos into a beautifully clear 10-slide presentation. Businesses will absolutely pay a premium for someone who can provide that kind of reliable clarity.
If you're ambitious and want to build your own digital real estate rather than working directly for clients, YouTube automation is probably on your radar. Now, this term gets a terribly bad rap. It's often totally misunderstood as spamming robotic, low-quality videos with those awful robot voices just to make a quick buck. But done correctly, it's about building a highly systematic, human-directed media machine. You use AI for scripting rough drafts or editing out awkward pauses, but you are the one driving the core strategy, validating the ideas, and ensuring the final content is genuinely entertaining or useful to a real human audience.
And this is exactly why you can't just copy and paste AI outputs and expect to get paid. Literally anyone on Earth can generate a generic, boring, believe in yourself post for a local gym in 5 seconds. That provides zero value and the gym owner knows it. Your long-term advantage is context. By taking the time to use AI to organize localized FAQs for that specific gym, like actually answering real questions their members have about parking, class schedules, or pausing a membership, you deliver customized, irreplaceable human value. Okay, looking at all these options, you might be feeling a very valid anxiety. How in the world do I kickstart these ventures without a budget? We see so many internet gurus pushing expensive software subscriptions, exclusive Discord communities, or $1,000 masterclasses as absolute prerequisites to success. They make you feel like if you don't spend money, you can't make money. But that is completely backwards when you are just starting out.
The reality of starting with $0 means you build a bridge using what is already freely available. You use the free tiers of platforms like ChatGPT, Claude, or Canva to learn your workflows. You validate that a client actually wants your service before you reinvest a single penny of your earnings into premium tools. You can build a portfolio, learn a high-income skill, and send out pitch messages using tools you already have open on your browser right now. Please, for sure, do not drop $500 on software before earning your first dollar.
But that brings us to the classic beginner's trap. It's the ultimate frustrating paradox. How can I get hired without a portfolio, and how can I get a portfolio without getting hired? It feels like you're stuck in a loop, just banging your head against a wall. But bypassing this entirely doesn't require lying or faking a resume. It just requires a very specific, proactive strategy. Here is the psychological relief you need right now. The magic number is simply 3. That's it. You only need 3 strong fictional or practice samples to build a highly effective starter portfolio. You absolutely do not need a massive website with 50 different examples to prove you know what you're doing. A potential client's attention span is incredibly short anyway. If you can show them 3 things that prove you can solve their exact problem, you are hired. By safely practicing on public material you have permission to use, or by creating fictional campaigns, you build trust without ever needing to fake past client experience. Say you want to manage social media for burger joints. Just invent a fictional restaurant, let's call it Bob's Best Burgers, and make a brilliant 3-post sample package for them. Label it clearly as sample work. Future clients literally do not care if Bob is real or if Bob's Best Burgers actually exists. They just want to see that you can deliver a great outcome for their real restaurant. Once you have your 3 samples ready to go, it's time for outreach. And there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. A bad message makes wild, unbelievable promises like, I am an AI expert who will 10x your revenue tomorrow. Yeah, that's going straight to the trash. But a good message says, hey, I noticed you do long podcasts, but you aren't posting any shorts. I took the liberty of making a free sample clip from your latest episode. Wow. That is incredibly powerful. You are proving your ability upfront, providing immediate value instead of just making empty promises. The most crucial step in this entire action plan is the very first one: focus. You have to overcome shiny object syndrome. That is the absolute biggest mistake beginners make. They try video editing on Monday, affiliate marketing on Wednesday, and maybe blog writing on Friday, and they never get good at anything. Pick one hustle, pick one niche. Build your 3 samples, make a simple offer, and start your targeted outreach. A total commitment to one path is how you actually validate your business. Now, as you execute this plan, you are going to face rejection. It's inevitable. But remember, hearing no or hearing absolutely crickets is just valuable data helping you tweak your approach. If you message 20 people and nobody replies, your offer might be confusing. If they reply enthusiastically but pass when you mention the price, you might need to adjust your packages or target a more affluent market. Treat it like a science experiment. Don't take it personally, just optimize it. Ultimately, all this focused effort triggers what we call a flywheel effect. Once you nail that first service and get that first client, your raw experience turns into specialized knowledge. You can then turn that knowledge into your own content online, like sharing a quick tutorial on how you edit videos faster using a specific AI prompt. That content acts like a magnet, attracting an audience, which then effortlessly brings in more inbound clients. Your business eventually starts to feed itself, gaining momentum with every single spin. Well, we've dismantled the magic money myth and given you the reality check playbook. The AI economy isn't about sitting back and watching robots print money. It is about combining these incredible new tools with your unique human focus to become wildly useful to others. The tools are completely free, and the blueprint is right in front of you. So the only question left for you to answer is, what single problem are you going to start solving today?